Hello, 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 everyone. I am so sorry we are 7 minutes late. I know everyone is waiting to hear our amazing guest today. I have Heather, I have Dr. Ski with me here. I know, there is not, I keep saying this and I'm not going to get tired of saying it. There is not enough words in a dictionary or in the whole wide world to describe how amazing and influential and how much I love our guest today. Heather, if you have
the words.
Yes, go for it.
Yeah. Well, hello, everyone. Welcome back. Thank you for joining us. We are exceptionally excited this week because we have our universally loved and admired guest today, Dr. Ski. He is the president of HACC, and he is our good friend. Welcome.
Well, it's a joy to be with both of you. Not only graduates of the college, but the feelings are mutual. I mean, this is a mutual admiration society. Both of you. And I'm humbled and honored to be here with both of you. You're the superstars.
Oh my gosh, we've been talking about this for weeks. We are pumped.
Well, I am really excited. I didn't sleep all night because I was thinking, all right, we've got an hour here. So this is great.
Well, we know you are very busy. You've got your hands in so many different pots, and you have so many different roles that you play. So give our viewers that might not know just a quick rundown of who you are, how you spend your days, and how people might recognize you.
Well, my name is Ski, and I am the president of HACC, which is Central Pennsylvania's community college. We're the largest community college. We are the oldest community college, and I think we're the finest community college in Pennsylvania. And I am delighted to be with two esteemed alumni. So it's very, very nice to be here. And so my role for nearly a decade has been leading the institution through all of the changes that are going on in education, especially in higher education, working with our employers, working with traditional students, working with non-traditional students, working with our various communities throughout our 11 county service region. And so it has been just an exciting decade. Worked for 19 phenomenal individuals. One of them is on the Zoom call with us right here. And just really happy and privileged and honored to be at HACC. I love this college so much because of the transformative work we do. What I'd like to say is that when you come to HACC, you change a life, you change a destiny, and you change a family tree. There's no other place. What an on-ramp we are to higher education for so many. Quality education with so many people that are really working to help everyone be successful. So I'm just always excited to talk about one of my favorite subjects besides Heather and Hagir.
Amen. I mean, you're going to bring tears to my eyes throughout this whole thing because you're absolutely right. I mean, whenever people talk to me about HACC, I'm just like, hold on to your seats and give me an hour because I could do this all day long. It is like the most. I am so proud of you. I am so proud of HACC in general. I am so proud to have gone there. I mean, it's superfluous. It just flows out the love that we have. It is mutual.
And thank you for saying that. And you know what I have to say for both of you? You're my heroines in so many ways. But both were single moms when you were coming to us. And you listen to Hagir's story about how she packed stuff in the trunk and how she did all the rest. There are many students like you who maybe didn't think that there was an opportunity, but HACC provided that opportunity. And so there's so much to be proud about. And there's over 100,000 alum and probably another 100,000 that have gone through the school that maybe didn't finish. They transferred, they got what they needed, and they went back into the workforce or whatever. But it's a transformative institution. And you two are just the best examples of what can happen.
See how you switch the topic? Everybody love Ski. Everybody talk about how amazing you are and how I don't even know when do you get a chance to sleep or rest or take care of yourself. We are here to celebrate you, and you still found a way to put me and Heather right there in the middle. We are going to talk about HACC and what HACC can offer. We have a lot of people who are interested to know about community college and know about, how to get help. And like you said, as a single mom, as someone who is working a full-time job, I always say I could not think of a better place than HACC. But my point is not just HACC as a community college or a place, but it is unique because of someone like you, because you are the president, because of Liney, because of so many names that I can recall, and we need another 6 hours to say that. But you made this community college, you made Central Pennsylvania and Pennsylvania in general, and our life richer. So we want people to know you. I want you to start talking to us about the ski. Like, who are you?
Yeah, start at the beginning. Let's go chronologically. Like, what kind of student were you?
I was fortunate. I was a good student. I was a good student. I went through, I guess, just overall, I went through a parochial school. I went through Catholic school all of my life. And then because I was really impressed by the teachers I had, I'm first generation college grad. I grew up in an ethnic community in Cleveland, and none of my family, none of my cousins or others went to college. And so I was the only one. And I went because I really wanted to teach. We grew up in a Polish ethnic community in Cleveland, and you were to work in the steel mill. And I don't know if I was competent enough or capable enough to work in the steel mill. And some of the nuns and priests that I had that were teaching me said, I think you should maybe think about becoming a teacher. And so what I ended up doing is I went into a seminary, a Catholic seminary, and spent nearly a decade studying to be a Roman Catholic priest, and spent time in India, spent time in Rome, spent time along the way. And that really, I think in some ways has influenced my life as what I do as college president. We are, as college presidents, and myself included, we're much more of the town minister than we really are the academic philosopher. There was a day in higher ed when the president was really the dean of the college and really involved in the academics. Our role now, my role now, is much more external than it is internal, to engage with our elected officials, to engage with funders, to engage with our business community. It really is a lot different. And so a lot of my training over those 10 years has really kind of helped me, besides my family. I mean, I had a great family, but it really was that training of 10 years in a monastery that really helped, I think, shape a lot of who I am and my dedication to our students, my dedication to education, because I personally know education transforms destinies. It is all about education, for both of you. What you've done in both of your lives and what education has meant for both of you. And I think of Hagir, who was at Rotary most recently talking about how education has transformed her life and her family's lives. And that just goes on and on for so many of the students that we interact with. So I think that forms a lot of who I am, if you're interested.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because I mean, your education background is degrees in philosophy, education, and business. That's a hell of a combo. I mean, I think I think that only produces one thing, and that is you.
Well, thank you. And I did teach when I was teaching both at the high school level, but then at the community college level, it was always business management, business leadership, those types of courses.
Mm-hmm. How's the philosophy factor into how you educate?
I really didn't have a choice for philosophy. All of us who were studying to be priests, we had to take philosophy as an undergraduate. So there really was no issue there. It was when you got into graduate school that you had a choice to go into education or into psychology. And so, I chose the education route. And then when I got into business, because I realized that if I was going to make it as a corporate trainer, so I ended up leaving the seminary and then went to teach at high schools in the inner city of Chicago. So Cabrini Green in that area there. And so I taught in the elementary schools, the high schools, and then a parent of one of the students that I had was working at a corporation at that time. It was called A.B. Dick, and it was the largest manufacturer of printers. And they got into computers in that time, in the mid 80s, late 80s. And I was hired as a corporate trainer. So I traveled the country as a corporate trainer, and then went to another Fortune 500 company, Wang Laboratories. Both are no longer in existence. But I then found a program with the community college in Chicago who was looking for somebody like me who had business experience and all to come in and run a workforce training area. And so I did that for nearly 9 years, ran a training area. We had several millions of dollars in contracts serving DuPage County, a county west of the city of Chicago. And then from there ended up going to Virginia, where I headed up the Community College Workforce Development Initiative statewide, and then became president at Lord Fairfax, which is about 2 hours south of us here on 81, and then headed out to Oregon to be president there. And then 9.5 years ago came here. So my husband and I have been here 9.5 years, and it's been wonderful. We're really just very grateful to be here. People of Central Pennsylvania are so warm and welcoming. Our college community, you know, with all of our employees, just so committed. Couldn't ask to be at a better place.
Mm-hmm. So when you made that shift between education in elementary and high school, and you went to your first community college, was it like a match made in heaven? Did you know right away that that was where you were going to make your path?
You know, my first educational experience was in a community college at Cuyahoga Community College in Cleveland, Ohio, where I grew up. And so I had an understanding of that, and had been in touch with community colleges all along the way. And so when I got there to be employed, it was like, yeah, it was a dream come true, because it really was working with my people, you know, people that I was very familiar with from not only my community where I grew up, but many of the individuals that I worked with in a variety of ways, be it through my teaching experience, K to 12, as well as, you know, working in the corporation and volunteering or being a guest speaker at some of the community colleges in the Chicagoland area.
So whenever we think of HACC, obviously Hagir and I have personal connections to it, and we think about it as homey, and we can, you know, remember all of our moments there. How does it compare whenever you're talking about Virginia versus Oregon? You said we're the oldest and largest in the state. How does it compare across the country?
Well, you know, there are 1,100 community colleges across the country. And we're all doing phenomenal work. You know, nearly 1/2 of all undergraduate students are associated in one way or another with a community college. Majority of our minority populations, our students of color, start at a community college. And so for us, we believe that there are so many areas that are just phenomenal, that our faculty, our industry experts are seasoned in their areas, but you know, so many of our programs have 100% pass rates. Many of our healthcare programs, our respiratory therapy, our medical sonography, 100% pass rates. Our nursing program, are in some ways second in the state, second best with the pass rates in the state. Phenomenal work going on in those programs. So I would say, Heather, that our programs are, if not equal to some of the best and largest community colleges in the country, are even better than those. You know, there really isn't a ranking system, and we all have our strengths because we're all serving the communities, and we have the communities have various needs. And that's the role of a community college, is to serve the unmet needs of their community. And so for some, they're mainly manufacturing, they go at it. Some are only or mainly healthcare, they go at that. For us, because of the 11 counties we serve, we're very diverse. You know, if we think about the campuses in Gettysburg, Harrisburg, Lancaster, Lebanon, and York, there's great diversity in all those communities. And so in so many of our programs, we really are solid. We are, in many cases, as I said earlier, #1 in those programs when it's judged by pass rates of our students.
Absolutely. When I finished everything and I had transferred some of my credits to another school, that's when the contrast between everything else in HACC was really like made real to me, because I was like, HACC is so exceptional, but I didn't have anything to compare it against. And so suddenly I was in online classes somewhere else, and I'm like, wow, I was really experiencing like the best of the best of the best. And obviously I was appreciating it in the moment, but once I had contrast, I was like, that we really do have something special.
We do. And, you know, part of it was our mission on how we were established 57 years ago, but also it's our faculty, because our faculty are innovative. You know, their focus is the student. They are here to focus on learning, teaching and learning. They don't have to worry about research. They don't have to worry about publishing. And so learning is all they focus on. And so we're innovative. 10 years ago, 11, 12 years ago, we were some of the first to be involved with Apple and many of the innovative things that Apple was doing at that time. And we've remained innovative all along. And that's really what makes us different, makes us special. There are many 4-year institutions, there are many 2-year institutions that check in with us. When we were going through the pandemic, moving from face-to-face to remote, many community colleges were calling us to find out how we were doing, because our employees did a phenomenal job in moving within a week, Heather, a week from face-to-face, 16, 17,000 students face-to-face. Now all of a sudden having to go remote. Employees at the college did a phenomenal job, from technology to advising, to library services, to teaching and learning, just phenomenal.
I am able, I was so upset because we had to move from my program that I know, like the Be Live, to Zoom, but I finally figured it out. And I have some things that I'm going to share. So bear with me. Let's see what we have here. I am.
So Heather, was that one of the biggest surprises? Oh my, Tom Russell.
Yeah, look at it.
So Heather, for you.
Hi, Dr. Ski, it's Tom Russell. Just wanted to say thank you for your vision and your leadership. Your enthusiasm and your encouragement is contagious. And I think it's reflected not only in the environment at HACC, but also the community you're so involved with. So thank you for being a catalyst for change. I love that you're always a forward thinker. You're challenging the status quo. You are always lifting others up. You are a real force for good. So Central PA, the community is blessed to have you. Keep up the good work.
Wow, thanks. That's great. Tom's one of my heroes. Tom's out in the community. He's doing a lot of good work in the community. He gets his weather stuff mostly right, but I'll tell you, his work in the community is phenomenal. He really is a man for others, and our community is enriched by him. So thank you, Tom, for your kind comments. It's nice to know someone who's also committed to this community and making it better.
And you know what? I reached out, I know we can fill the whole hour with just the ski and our love for ski, but I didn't want to stop or prevent other people from showing that love. And I know you're not the one that talks about yourself. So I have a few surprises for you here.
It's not even my birthday.
Oh, we talked about that too. Just wait.
Well, I'm honored. I'm humbled. I'm affirmed. Thank you all. This is very, very kind of you.
Mm-hmm.
Are you guys?
But we could do more than an hour on both of you. So, maybe I'll have to take over the lead. Maybe I'll be a guest on the Hagir Show. Maybe I could be a guest host.
Yeah, you started to ask me a question. I'm like, don't you dare start asking other people questions. This is for you. So I want to talk about COVID real quick, because I want to, just in case, I know sometimes we wait to do the most recent stuff till the end, but I want to get it out before the end. When people are considering HACC right now and COVID's going on, what can they expect? What can they expect for, we're already into spring, summer classes, the fall? What are we looking at? That way someone can kind of project out and envision themselves at HACC. What's it look like?
So they're going to be able to choose. There will be options for students. There will be remote, as we have done for the last year, and also virtual. And there will be on the ground or face-to-face. So a schedule will be released next week that will allow our students to choose what they want. As you know, there's the variants that are going on to this virus. And so we want to be very cautious for our communities, our learners, and our employees. And so this summer, we're still going to be remote until August 12th. But then for the fall, we're going to open up in those 3 modalities. And again, just trying to protect our employees, protect our students as we kind of move back into, some normalcy, so that in January, hopefully, we'll be back 100%.
All right. Are you guys, are you able to hear and see?
Greetings.
Liney?
I am Dr. Liney Carter, a Vice President at HACC, Central Pennsylvania's Community College. I am blessed to have worked with HACC President and CEO, Dr. Ski, for 16 years. Hashtag best leader ever. Words are important. However, deeds are far more important. HACC's core values are excellence, innovation, inclusivity, and integrity. Dr. Ski exemplifies them like no other. Dr. Ski is excellent and lives and breathes HACC in our 5 campuses 24/7. HACC is one of the most innovative colleges in the country. Dr. Ski encourages us to blow up the status quo. Dr. Ski uses his white male privilege to advocate for those who do not have it. He also creates a safe space for people to be authentic. That is inclusivity. And last but not least, Dr. Ski is a man of integrity. He is transparent and readily admits his mistakes. Basically, he was raised right. There is no other leader in the world like Dr. Ski. Heck yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Ugh.
You know that I love you, and I know so many other people share the same love, not just for you and for the community college and HACC, not just because I'm an alma graduate. I am not just a board member. I owe everything that I am today to the college, but the college is not the building. The college is Ski, the college is Limey, the college is everyone around. And you know what, Ski, we have more from where this come from. But before we get into the love festival, I want you to talk to the ones that are listening to us right now. What do they need to do to join HACC, and why do you think it will fit for everyone? Like it fit for me because you guys had evening classes. You had weekend classes, you had flexibility, you have people that sit down and listen. You have someone named Michelle, I don't know if she still works there in financial, who will go above and beyond, and we can't thank them enough. What anyone listening to us can get out of this if they're interested in joining a community college or just, getting their life together?
Well, thank you for the question, Hagir. The community, what I like about community colleges is we are truly the community's college. So you gave some examples about what people could find at HACC, Central Pennsylvania's Community College. And it starts in junior year of high school, where we could have students who are juniors start to take college classes. We have many high school students who graduate with a degree, an associate's degree from HACC, before they graduate with their high school diploma. Many. And that is something you as parents out there who may be listening, very important to talk to your high school counselors, to get your students involved as juniors and seniors. Get those classes from HACC. They're less expensive than normal. And if your child comes to HACC to continue their education, or if they move to a 4-year institution, you're going to save a lot of money, and they'll be able to have credits that transfer with them. I'd like to kind of digress quickly. People my age knew community colleges where credits didn't always transfer. That has changed. We have over 80 articulation agreements between us and 4-year institutions in Pennsylvania and beyond, where everything automatically transfers. And so that is very different than what it used to be. We move in then to the traditional age student who comes to us, and not only will they get the first 2 years of their education, but if they're looking for sports, if they're looking for leadership opportunities through Student Government Association, if they're looking for an honors program, we offer honors. If they're looking for programming boards, we have a lot of stuff that's going on at the college that mimics, if you will, a lot of what you would do if you went to a residential college. So there's an awful lot that's going on at the college. And then we work our way all the way up to, we had a 98-year-old who was taking a history class with us. She lives in a retirement community and took classes with us. So I like to say from cradle to grave is more or less, who we are able to serve. But there's a variety of, traditional and non-traditional opportunities. I look at our workforce development. We've got a great unit that is just working with business and industry, but they're also bringing unemployed or underemployed individuals for a 3-week, 3-month, 6-month class. that gives them a skill, gives them a trade, gives them a certificate that they can automatically go into the workforce and they can start earning a family wage. That's the transformative power of HACC, because there's just so many programs, so much that we can do, no matter where you are, at 17 or 16 or at 98, all along the way. There's something for you here.
And like Lainey said, you breathe, talk, sleep, HACC. You know, everything, anyone in central Pennsylvania who live in our area can attest to seeing you, joining any cause, volunteering, being out. And I had so many pictures. Hopefully I'll be able to show at some point, but you volunteer. Like, where do you get the time? Can you talk to us about the extracurriculum activities that you do?
Well,
And don't direct that back to me.
Well, first of all, Hagir, I think it's my haircut. That helps. That kind of helps me be a little more recognizable. But I would say, as far as the time, you know, Hagir, you know, I don't have a family like you and Heather do. I don't have children like you and Heather do. So it does afford me the opportunity to spend a little bit more time in our community and volunteer. My husband, for 30 now, almost 38 years, has been phenomenal in allowing me to be involved, no matter where we are, to be involved. And his selflessness is really inspiring as well. But I will say that I am able to, you know, work those volunteer opportunities in the evening, on the weekends, so that we're able to see how HACC can get involved in our community. You know, one of the areas is locally is the Broad Street Market. For those of you who may be familiar with it, I know some on the West Shore are familiar with the West Shore Market. The Broad Street Market over in Middletown on the East Shore, that was something I had to get used to, as the West and East Shore is separated by I find that the Broad Street Market, where I do volunteer on the board there, is doing phenomenal work in the community. And, you know, that area is kind of a food wasteland. And so we're really trying to find ways that HACC, through the culinary program and others, can work with the Broad Street Market to serve our residents in that region. But, you know, on a national level, on a state level, working with the American Association of Community Colleges, the Pennsylvania Commission on Community Colleges, it's all important to kind of make sure our voice is heard as a community college and as the community colleges, so that we can best serve our communities. And so finding the time is really quite easy. And it's all part of a mission. It's part of the passion that I have for community colleges and the life-changing work that it does. And everyone associated with it is able to attest to that. And you two, as graduates, are able to attest to that as well. So just make the time, Hagir, make the time. And I'm discerning on what it is I say yes to. And I do say no to several organizations that I would enjoy working on, but just there's not enough time in the day or the week to be able to do that, obviously concentrating on my main role and advocating for the college.
And you are doing an amazing job, not just advocating, but by being a role model, being someone who, you know, we can say, when people say it's easy said than done, I can point to Ski. And as hard as it is for us, waking up every day and doing what we do, you are always on the top, like on my mind, you and my father and my mom. You know, everything I do, I think about, and truly, I'm not saying that just because you're here, but you were added to my circle. Before I know you, it will always, my dad, my older brother, and my mom, anything I do, I think about, how would they feel about this? Are they going to be proud? Is this going to make them upset? Is going to affect them or affect how people look at them and view them? And you are added to my cycle and circle. Anything I do, I think about you, truly. I am not just saying that. and Heather can say the same, I think.
Oh my God, absolutely. I mean, the first time I met you, I was like, whoa, what a force of a man. And then your generosity was just like on display every single interaction. And I think we take for granted that that's just not the status quo. And also for you, you talk about our credits transferring. We talk about the Broad Street Market. You talk about partnering with places. just because of you. That's because of your energy. That's because of your focus and your involvement. So I think that, you know, maybe you don't hear it enough, but we love you, appreciate you, and you are the force that's keeping everything going.
Well, thank you, Heather, for saying that. But I'll tell you, I think my energy gets inspired and gets revved up when I interact with both of you, because you have that spirit as well. So, you know, when two connect like that, I mean, wow, it's powerful. And talking about powerful, energized, you know, supporter of HACC, look at the Honorable Patty Kim.
Mhm.
Hi, Hagir. Thank you so much for allowing me to say a couple of words about Dr. Ski. As I was making this video, I realized why the both of you have mutual respect for each other. I think it's because both of you have overcome some serious struggles and challenges in life. And when the decision before both of you came to either get bitter about it or to get better about it, you both chose to be better people for it. And you both didn't stop there. You guys have made other people better, and you guys wanted to encourage other people, and I've been a recipient of that. Dr. Ski has been so good to me as a friend, as a colleague, and I just appreciate his intellect and his energy and how much he cares for other people. He genuinely cares about other people. So I just wanted to add my voice to Dr. Ski and say thank you for being you and never to stop.
Wow, that's very sweet. Thank you. Thank you. Again, Patty Kim is phenomenal, talking about caring for her people. And so many of our students are part of her district. She is such a huge heart, so engaging and so supportive of the community college. She's always been there when we needed her. And she truly is a friend, and I value her very much. So Tom Russell, Liney Carter, Patty, those are people we could have 6-hour interviews with as well, people who are transformative themselves. So very honored. Thank you.
And you know what? To add to that, yeah, Patty Kim is our representative, and all of the ones that send videos, they're busy just like you. And I send them a message late at night. Like, I just thought of it, and I'm like, let me just do this. They all jump. That's how amazing you are, and how, you know, much we all love you, and like, look at you as a role model. And I don't want to make this whole show into like, oh, this is a lot of stuff, but this, there's nothing that we can say. Let's get back to our interview, Heather. What we have there for Ski?
Well, let's just stick on the topic of gratitude towards HACC. So if people are watching this and they are alumni, if they are hearing this and they're realizing how much of a gem we have in our midst, how can we be supportive of HACC? How can we volunteer? I know alumni have different opportunities. I'm reviewing scholarship applications right now. How can we put our energy back into HACC, even if we're not current students there?
Well, thank you for the question. And we're always looking for individuals who have an interest in giving back to the college. And Heather, starting with yours, you know, we give scholarships out throughout the year, and to have readers like you to be able to evaluate those scholarships are really an important piece. So thank you for taking the time to be able to do that, and the many others who do that. So many of our students are in need. And so they write, as you well know, they write about why they need dollars to continue. And some of those really are emotional stories, and talking about inspiring of what those students are going through is phenomenal. But we also have the need for individuals to volunteer on advisory committees. So all of our programs have members from those industries who are there to kind of provide input into our curriculum, input into ways that we can, you know, meet new training needs, develop new programs. You know, we also are looking for individuals who can serve on our foundation board. All nonprofits similar to us have foundation boards. We've been very fortunate to have a very, very robust foundation board. And as you know, I like to joke that at one time when the college was founded in 1964, we were supported by the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania. Years later, we were supported, we were assisted by the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania. And now we're located in the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, because the dollars we get today from the state are much less than they were over the years. And a foundation is so important for us to not only help our students with scholarships, but program development, equipment purchases, and all the rest of that. So for someone to think about joining us on the foundation board, it's really important. Maybe even the trustee board, whenever a position becomes open, that would be very good. But there are a lot of ways, guest lecturers, we're always looking for individuals who can come into a class with their expertise, maybe talk about the real world, what it's really like. We have an individual in town, Corky Goldstein, who's an attorney, and he's very eager to come into our law classes and speak about what it was like to be an attorney for many years, and many others like that. So those are just some of the ways, being advisors to our students and mentors, in our women's program, our Men of Color initiatives. There are many, many. And I would say that if people really want to learn more, if they would email me at ski@hacc.edu, I would be more than happy to provide them with that information.
And I'm just going to add one thing that they can do. You said the foundation also. Anyone can do it, like through my company. We have a second chance, HSE second chance scholarship. I don't know how much the lowest that anyone can do, but that's something any company out there can think about doing, this support. And you can actually choose your target. If you have a problem that you want to help solving, single parent who are not able to get education, domestic violence, any topic that is close to your heart, you can do that through a scholarship or just donating to the foundation. But I'm going to take you back to classes.
Can I interrupt just for one moment?
Oh,
please?
sure.
I will say that I am so impressed with the generosity of Central Pennsylvania, those that are associated with the college or not. When our students were moved from face-to-face to remote, there's so many of our students who didn't have a laptop, didn't have a computer, didn't have internet connection, many. And we weren't alone. Community colleges, there's 14 across the state. All of us face that same thing. If it wasn't for the depth and generosity of our foundation board members, as well as for the generous donors we have in this community, so many of our students would not have been able to continue their education at all that first semester or last year, and then going forward. Some even graduated because we were able to distribute over 1,000 laptops, over hundreds of hotspots. And that's all thanks to the generosity of people in this community. And right now what we're doing is we're kind of moving to decide what our goal was. That we had a 5-year goal for raising money for a variety of things, but we didn't want to be tone deaf. We know our students are in need. And so we have been really focusing on raising those dollars, like many other nonprofits, raising those dollars so our students can continue their education. Because as I said earlier, education transforms lives. Martin Luther King even said that. Others have said that. And so that's why that is just something that really warms my heart, is to see how much the generosity of this community has taken hold of HACC and changed thousands of lives because of it. So thank you for letting me, digress.
And it truly changed lives. I know I have few questions here about if someone is unable to pay from their pocket, their financial aid doesn't cover. That's what Ski's just talking about. There are people who donate. There's different grants and opportunities. Would you take just a minute to let people know what opportunities, if I'm worried that I'm not going to be able to pay for my classes, or if I'm worried about, okay, how am I going to work and go to HACC? If there is work opportunity, if there is childcare help, if there is, scholarships, all of that, is that something that HACC provides or not?
I'm sure you pretty much summarized it. Thank you for being a good marketing professional for the college. But you're right. The college really wants people to succeed. Our focus is on your future, and there are many opportunities, for students to fill out the FAFSA form, to look at what monies are available through the federal government is something I highly recommend for all students to do, because I think there are many students who could get some federal dollars, grant dollars, that really don't apply on that federal form. But then the college has scholarships that are offered throughout the year, and students have to fill out a very, very quick application to be considered. In Lebanon, students can fill out a half-page application. We have a donor there, the Dixon Foundation. All you have to do is really live in Lebanon the county of Lebanon, and there's money available for you. So I really do believe that there are so many resources available through our scholarships. We give tuition giveaways. There are many, many opportunities for students to participate in the college and graduate. I'm always pained when I go to events throughout our community where people will come up to me and say, well, I wish I could go to college, but I can't afford it. Well, yes, you can. HACC is very, very affordable, much more affordable than four-year institutions. And with FAFSA, with scholarships, with grants, there are many opportunities where students can minimize their debt load. And that's so important today. And that's why I am always delighted when I hear parents say, my kids are starting at HACC because I don't want them saddled with $100,000 or $200,000 in debt. For us, $6,000 a year is what you're looking at. And that is nothing compared to what our public and our private institutions are charging. So why incur the debt over the first 2 years when if you have to, do it over the last two, but even then you don't have to. We have so many agreements with so many good colleges in the area. They will pay scholarships, they will pay tuition, they will pay books, they will pay residential fees. It's really unbelievable. So I would say that any student who's with us to stay close to their advisor, and their advisor would be able to fill them in, or our admissions counselors. If there's anybody out there today who's thinking, wow, I want my child to start this summer or this fall, when you contact us, you'll get connected to one of our outstanding admissions counselors who are so well versed and knowledgeable about everything that their job is really to get you in and to keep you in and to really just stay with you so that you will see the transformative difference of HACC. Our byline, our mission is really learning for all, learning for life. And that's what we're all committed to. So yes, Hagir, there's so many opportunities financially for people to access. I think about that as a Rotarian. You spoke at Rotary. There are Rotary clubs and all that have so much money that goes unused on an annual basis because in this case, our high school students do not participate and fill out an application to any of the Rotaries in the area who are eager to give $500, $1,000, $2,000 to these students. There's rarely anyone that applies for those. And so I recommend that students, parents right now who are listening, that they really take a look at all opportunities. There's a lot of opportunities out there for dollars.
And that's a very important topic and area. This is, to me, that was my main concern because I didn't know. The first step, I had a friend who told me about HACC and drove me there. I just sat down with the counselor. My English was not really good. I mean, I knew how to speak and write and read. I was admitted because, I had a college degree level English. So I was able to get through the ESL and not do that. But I didn't, sitting down, I didn't know what to expect. I wasn't sure if this is going to fit. I knew that's something that's I want to do, but I wasn't sure. And they were informative. So my advice to everyone listening to us right now, or send us that message, contact the college that you are willing to go to. Doing the community college, it's a lot cheaper and it can transfer, like all your degrees can't transfer. Once I finished my associate degree at HACC, I was able to transfer and apply to many colleges and choose from the 10 that I applied for to choose one to do my bachelor degree and to submit for my master's and all of that. So there is help. Just ask. That's what we need you to all try to do. Ask for help. And I want you to just mention one thing.
Hagir, can I say one other thing?
Yes, go for it.
You are an excellent example of this. English is a second language, basic skills, ABE, all of that. We're engaged with GED training and those immigrants. And I've been to many of the classes, many of the graduations of our immigrants who have come here to learn English. And that's something that we do very, very well. Because that is a segment of our population that we are to serve. We're the community's college. But Hagir, and you weren't first generation because you had a degree before you came to the country. But I will say, as a first generation student, and we have so many first generation students, it's so important to know that you're not alone, that there are people that you call, that you'd interact with, that were first generation students as well. So no question is foolish at all. Every question has been heard, every question has been asked. But if you're first generation like me, I had to stumble through because I never found someone that I could ask a question to. You were fortunate, Hagir, to find someone who could coach you and mentor you. And I would say that's one of the things that I'm very proud at this college. Whoever you call at the college will be that coach and will be that mentor for you. So if you're a little afraid, if you're feeling a little intimidated, I understand that. But you'll find out soon after you talk to some of our colleagues that you're going to be part of the learning community here at HACC, and your future will continue to be very bright. So thank you, Hagir, for bringing that up.
You're welcome. I am going to share one video.
There are some people
Old Goodman's
who
mother.
just have such a dynamic and positive spirit that you just want to be around them. They make you feel good to be around them. And they're always seeking to offer some word of encouragement. That is Dr. Ski. I can't tell you how many times I have perhaps been sinking into a little pessimism or despair, and I get a quick text message or Facebook message or some positive word of encouragement from Dr. Ski. And where does it come from? Why is he so nice? I mean, why is he reaching out? I don't question. I just say, thank you that we have such people in our community. Thank you that I can count on Dr. Ski to be one of those positive influences around us in our community, in our lives. And so this tribute to you, Dr. Ski, is well deserved. You've reached many people. You've touched many people. We love you. Bye.
Oh my God. She says everything that I wanted to say. She's an amazing woman. And just to say something about reaching out, not like you are one of the most thoughtful people that I got to meet in my whole entire life. Those cards, the power of the messages, checking, you are so busy with everything you do and involved in the community, but yet you find time to reach out. Many days when I'm at the hospital with my little one and I come home and I find a card from you, it just makes me smile. Even if I am up to here with issues and crying and stressed, your card truly makes the difference. Your words, your text, you're just a caring, generous person. Okay, enough.
Thank you. And I have my parents to thank for that. I modeled a lot of what I grew up with and what I was raised with. These were ethnic immigrants who were so grateful for any little thing that they did. And I think it was just passed on to us as family members to, always be grateful, have a grateful heart, because there's so much to be grateful for. And having individuals like you and Heather and Joyce and Liney and Tom and Patty Kim in my life has just been enriching as well. So I'm honored, humbled, privileged, all of that, just grateful.
And everyone listening should just hear all of the affection and the love and the admiration. And it's not, we would love it to be a big love fest here, but hear that for what it is. It is the actions that have been taken. It's the effects of everything that you're putting into HACC, that everybody at HACC is infusing. It doesn't go away. It just multiplies. It's exponential. So when you're hearing all of us be effusive about it and just be so in love with this experience, hear that for what it is. That is something you can be experiencing too. And any one of us is going to be there to help you get there. And we're not going to let you leave with anything other than the level of enthusiasm that we have. So bear with us with our gushing with each other, but we're so excited that we have such a fantastic family unit at our disposal. And we're not going to let that go. We're going to keep talking about it from the rooftop. So that is what's going on here.
Heather, that's what makes HACC different, I think, for the institutions I've been at. There is such a strong support network, such an enthusiasm for the college and what happens at the college. Graduates is as if they drank water from the Paxton Creek that goes through our place. That is just something that's really bonding. and provides that level of enthusiasm and support for the college. And that I have not seen before, just the profound concern and care for the college. And we stand on the shoulders of so many people that helped us earn that reputation of being an outstanding educational institution in our communities. Again, those 5 communities and beyond, you know, with our virtual and remote, we're able to go around the world.
Oh yeah, I always had fellow classmates from all over the world. Absolutely.
You know,
yeah, there's an ownership there.
1/3 of our students are students of color. It is we try to really make sure that it is a safe and inviting, a warm, a welcoming community for all ALL students. And we take that very seriously in the classroom, outside the classroom. We're very dedicated to ensuring that all of our students are able to succeed. And, you know, we've gone through some trouble over the last couple months, year or so, when it comes to a variety of issues in our communities of color. And we just want to make sure that HACC is known, that it is that safe place that we have, that we encourage people to come to and to thrive in, because that's the environment we try to create. Lainey said it, inclusivity is one of our values. We take it very seriously.
And I think that's why a lot of people are willing to help and do things, because you and everyone around you, your whole cabin is not just caring. They're not just caring about the school part of it, but they're caring about the whole being of the students. And that's what makes it truly unique. And I think we will have another time to talk more about HACC, and we will just have one time for just HACC. And even though I wanted to talk about you, but somehow you managed to make it all about HACC. Someone is asking about, and I did answer her, but I'm not sure if it's enough, like, what do you need to have, like, degree-wise to join HACC? What level? And I did tell, like, if you have a high school diploma or GED, anything else you want to add?
No, you're our marketing professional, our admissions counselor. You did very well. Thank you. Yeah, very good. To teach, you know, that's to be as a student, a GED or a high school diploma would be ideal. To teach, you know, to have a graduate degree, a master's degree, and X amount of hours in that subject area, you know, you would be considered in some of our areas. And some of our areas we're always looking for, especially in the sciences. If we have individuals out there who can teach during the day, biology, physics, chemistry, we would love to talk to you, because we're always looking for those individuals. And what's nice about the college is you don't have to be a teacher to apply. You could have worked 20 or 30 years in industry. We'll help give you those platform skills so you can become an effective instructor. So I would just say, just because you haven't taught, you know, you may want to consider calling us, getting a hold of us, so that maybe you can see if that could be the next career. Maybe you recently retired and you don't want to just stay retired. You want to give back a little. We're a perfect place for that. And
to add to what you just said, there are work opportunity for students. They can apply for part-time jobs in the college, like campus.
There's work studying opportunities.
I remember you guys had childcare help. Do we still have that?
Well, we have on 2 of our campuses, we have the child care center. And so we do have students in our early education, childhood education program that are doing some practical work in those facilities. So they are engaged in our communities and in those early childhood experiences. Yes.
And I know that you have to, you know, you're a busy man and you have a lot going on. I'm gonna play one last one for you. And
greetings, everybody. This is Tim DeFore, Harrisburg Area Community College alumnus, former chair of the Harrisburg Area Community College Multi-Advisory Committee, former member of the Harrisburg Area Community College Foundation, and former chair of the Harrisburg Area Community College Foundation, and now currently your Pennsylvania Auditor General. Ski, I just wanted to say thank you for everything you have done for our community. You have truly given the meaning to community to Harrisburg Area Community College, a place where I got my start. a place where if it wasn't for Harrisburg Area Community College, I would never be where I am today. So I just wanted to say thank you. Keep up the good work. God bless you. Central Pennsylvania is a better place because of you. And on behalf of all the other kids growing up in Northern Ohio, you being from the Cleveland area, me being from Toledo, I want to say thank you very much. Keep up the good work. And if there's ever anything that I can do to support you and Harrisburg Area Community College, you know how to find me. So thanks again, Ski. God bless, and I will see you soon. Take care.
Oh, that's very, very nice. Yeah. Tim is one of a kind. There's no doubt about it, and he does attribute a lot of his success to HACC, even though he went to 2 other institutions. He knows that we were the on-ramp, but what a brilliant man, what a kind man, so very good for our state.
And that just show all of us, people make a difference. People make places better. You, Dr. Ski, and I'm not going to say you alone because you're not going to like that, but you actually the reason that why I wanted to come back and do the board and participate and do things for HACC, because I saw who you are and how you are using everything that you have to better not just the community, the selfless act that you do, all of that. So having all those people responding to my message late at night, asking them, hey, please, can you help me? Do you want to do this? They're like, yes. And the enthusiastic, all of them are very powerful people in our community. They're good people that doing good out there. And for them to feel this way, that speaks volume of you and the college itself. Heather, I know we did not even ask one of the questions that we had for Ski. We will want you to come back definitely, because this was supposed to be all about Ski, but somehow it became all about HACC, and we can't separate the two. Heather, what do you want to say before we let this busy man go?
I just wanted to reiterate what you both were saying earlier. To anyone watching, sometimes the roadblock for you to actually move forward with community college, with education at all, is uncertainty. That is normal. I mean, I went to HACC, I showed up thinking I was just going to kind of like wander around and see. But when I got there, I wasn't Ski in particular, but it was the influence of everyone there. I got the best of the best, someone who helped answer my questions. I left there understanding. I didn't have to be afraid about admission. Someone explained that process to me. Someone explained what it was going to look like. Someone explained financial aid to me. And someone helped explain, sometimes you also have the poverty of time. I did not have the luxury of having time to go, as a single mother, to go somewhere and sit somewhere. So they explained the different options to me, which back at the time was a video cassette tape that you put in your VCR. That was my class at the time. But you can... I know, it's so crazy. So when you are there, they'll talk about the different options, especially like Ski was saying in the fall. The fact that they are making different options makes this as easy as possible. So when you're going there, don't let any of those little roadblocks get in your way. And honestly, once you step foot on that campus, no one's going to let them get in your way. They are going to take hold of you. They are going to help you every step of the way. So you belong there. Every single person watching this, you belong there, and start now. Just like Hagir said, it took me 12 years to get my 2-year degree. I had to take classes one at a time as I could afford them, and sometimes I could not. 12 years is going to pass. 12 years passed, whether or not I was doing something helpful for myself or not. And at the end of the 12 years, I have my degree. So start now. There's nothing stopping you. Take all of the love that you're feeling now and just go online. Just figure out what you can do. How can people actually start to contact someone? Let's end with something super actionable. What can they do?
Heather, what I would say is, it's too bad there's a health club facility in this area that took this phrase, but, it's a no judgment zone. And I think HACC is a no judgment zone. If you're 16 or if you're 90, it doesn't really matter. There's no judgment. We're all there for one purpose, to help make you successful. So thank you for the inspiration that you give us. You gave us 12 years is not unheard of. There are some that have done it for 20 years because they raise children and grandchildren. And so for both of you, thank you for this opportunity. I so appreciate, I'm affirmed by your kindness, by your generosity, by the work that you put into getting these guests to record their kind remarks. It means an awful lot. I truly, you've made my day, you've made my week, you made my month. But I really thank both of you. It shows your generosity and your commitment, not only to this community, because what you're doing through this is transforming lives as well. I know I've watched this program so many times, and the work that you do to affirm others, to honor others is remarkable. And it just goes with, I believe, your philosophies of why this is such a good community, and your work contributes to helping us see the good in this community, which is so alive and so vibrant in this area. So thank you for honoring me, for this privilege today to be with you, for affirming me. But know that I am so grateful for the work you do. And together, we are really going to continue to transform our communities. You know, a better educated community means a lot. And we're starting to see the benefits from all of the great four-year institutions we have in our area. With HACC, we're seeing how our economy is changing, how our communities are changing, all for the better. And you two are very instrumental in making that happen. So thank you for this opportunity.
Thank you very much, Ski, Dr. Ski, and thank you everyone is watching us now or is going to watch us later. And I hope you will get a chance to go and look up Dr. Ski, look up HACC, Central Pennsylvania Community College. Even if you live somewhere else, look up your community college in the area.
And my email address is easy. It's ski, S-K-I, @hacc.edu. Email me any questions you have from today, any comments, any statements. I'll get back to you.
Perfect. Email Dr. Ski, check out the website, and together we can truly make the change that we want to see in this world. Thank you very much, Dr. Ski, and we will see you soon.
Thank you both.